So this is my school in Japan. Before I came here, my student said that my English class has been very easy to understand. I felt very happy to hear that, but I didn't think it was enough as an English class. In English class, both teachers and students should a lot of English. I didn't think I was able to do it in Japan, even though students understood grammar I taught. So I tried to use a lot of English in my English class, but I didn't know how to do it well. And I couldn't teach only in English in one class because I didn't know how to do it well. I tried to read some books about it, but still I didn't know how to do it practically well. I think it was because I didn't have such experience as I learned English in English. I wanted to make my English class more communicative one, and in which everyone uses a lot of English in a class. So I made 2 objectives to do after I go back to Japan. They are my objectives. First, to use effective classroom English. And second, to have students use English more. So I'm going to talk about those my objectives. At first, I'm going to talk about classroom English. In UCI, I met a lot of good models who can use excellent classroom English. They helped me a lot to understand very difficult textbooks or concepts. For example, Mr. Robert Betts taught us one chapter of more than 30 pages only in 3 hours, even though we took all night to finish reading it. But we were able to understand the text. Maybe. See, Safina taught us very difficult concepts of test or assessment in plain English or with her great funny jokes. But we were able to understand the concepts. And Mara taught us how to use classroom English effectively and how to introduce new vocabulary interactively. They helped me a lot. And I will keep in my mind 3 things from now on after I get back to Japan. First, I'm going to use English that students have already known. Second, I'm going to use pictures or gestures or videos and so on. Third, I'm going to use a sense of humor when I teach English. And in a demonstration class in phase 3, I tried to use English as much as I could. I thought it was easier than I thought, and I believe I can do it even in Japan. Yes, I can. We can. And second, I'm going to talk about my second objective. I have already made new classroom English chart for students, which can be used by students in English class. I want to give my students just after I go back to Japan. And I'm going to use English point card to encourage my students to speak English more. Here, I realized that how important compliments or politeness are, and I'm going to use it as an evaluation after that. And I'm going to use at least one activity in one English class. I believe that using English is much more important than understanding grammar. Especially in Regis or Kevin's class, we have got a lot of great ideas, and I'm going to use them in my English class. But do you think that is enough, even though they are great ideas? No, I don't think so. We have our own students, and we know our students well. The most important thing is how we modify what we learn here for our students in Japan. I think it is our job. And our program will finish soon. It was my first time to learn abroad, but it's very great memory for me, great experience for me, because I was able to remember how interesting learning English is. I think I have forgotten it for a long time. English was just for a job for me, but I realized it again. And I'm going to tell students how fun English is. It is also our job. At last, I'm going to say thank you to all the teachers in UCI. You taught me not only teaching technique, but also how teachers should be as English teachers. Thank you again. That's all. Thank you.